Alright guys, this is just going to be a quick little house cleaning video of the expectations of how we're wanting the box to be on a day-to-day basis, and if we can all kind of help out and keep it in order like this, I think that it will be less workload on everybody if we all kind of help out. So anyway, let's start here in the corner. I have the boxes right here, and if you can see, I labeled the top. It says small, medium, and large. So if we can train the athletes to get them back into those positions, it'll be helpful instead of it being just a grouped up mess. As we move on, we just want to make sure that the bars all get wiped off from all the chalk. If you guys see any of these hooks right here, they're fine on this end one, but if they're not being used, I'd rather them not be on these ones over here, just because people can hook a leg. The bikes need to be in order underneath the last part of the rack. Enough room so someone can get on and off. Same thing with the GHDs. Make sure there's a little room in between so they can get on and off if they need to use them. Make sure you guys are cleaning the bottom part of these. They get really dusty and dirty, so make sure the metal's getting wiped off as well. The kettlebells, I have them numbered on the wall, 15 to 35, and then the really heavies go back in the corner, and the 10s go right there with the 5s. They're kind of out of order at the moment, but they need to get put back. This corner can get really messy. It's kind of dark back here, but the sleds are on the very bottom. They're kind of a mess. The sandbags are supposed to be, it's really dark, that second row, but they're all on the floor down there. And then miscellaneous is here, ropes here, balls, and then the hurdles. The slam balls there, more sleds there. Anyways, this area just is a mess. It needs to get cleaned. Then we have 15-pound and 35-pound bars. Metals right here with the trainers. The rowers are lined up nice. So they kind of fit in with each other, if you can see that. I might end up putting a little tag on the floor to help you guys keep those lined up, but those look fine. These racks right now are just kind of hanging out here, so make sure they get wiped down along with the benches. The weights underneath the TV go in order from 10 to 45 with the clips on the end. Come on over here, make sure this is nice and tidy with the rollers. That's pretty much it. Wipe down the couch. Obviously the bathrooms. The bathrooms will get deep cleaned on Wednesday and Saturday or Sunday. Once on the weekend, once midweek. Otherwise during the week, you guys, if they're not getting deep cleaned, we just have to make sure that every night the bathrooms get a quick wipe down and the front desk gets a wipe down as well. Ropes, obviously back in their place. Coming over here, this is a little messy right now, but the ab mats need to make sure they're getting wiped off so they're not chalky and sweaty. These whiteboards need to go back behind the wall. They also need to get erased every night. So these are getting left. We need to make sure those are getting wiped off and put back behind the wall so they're not just hanging out here. Kettlebells stay in order of colors. Wall balls, they're in order of sizes for the most part. The rings, we just need to make sure that they're the straps are getting rolled back up. They're doing a pretty good job of that so far. Keep up on those. The big whiteboards, I'm going to have the coaches wipe these down at night because I don't know what they want saved. So for the most part, you can leave the whiteboard if there's something on it. Jump ropes, just make sure they're untangled over there. Let's see. 15-pound bars here. Again, the rings, make sure that their straps are getting wrapped up. Oh, I will say, the floors. When you guys see cracks in the mats, just try and push the mats forward. We want to shove them all that direction so that we don't have anybody tripping over cracks in the mats. Okay, here we go. The weights, there's some miscellaneous bars in the corner. The metal weights are here. The barbells are here. Mostly the 35s are here and the 45s are down there. Sometimes they get a little out of place. With the plates, they go in order from 10s to 55s. And what I've done to make this easy to line it up, y'all, is I put a thing on the wall. So all you gotta do is line them back up. Make sure that you're cleaning underneath there. Make sure you're cleaning the bottoms of these bar holders, plate holders, getting the chalk off these racks. So you go over here, making sure the bars are getting wiped down. They get really chalky. And again, the bar holders. The water machine needs to get wiped off. These benches need wiped off. The belts need to be put back up in place, and then just random crap like this needs to get put back. Just sometimes we'll see piles of that. So the GHDs, make sure they're spaced out, and they're also getting wiped off down at the bottom. The fans need to be wiped off. That's kind of a crap corner right now, so don't worry about it. And the rig needs to be wiped off. All the chalky stuff, make sure you're wiping all that off. The crossover symmetry needs to be hung high, like I did here. The instructions don't need to be up there necessarily, but make sure all the crossover symmetry straps are hung high. These need to go up here, here. They're sitting over here right now, but they just need to go back up. Also on the bands, I've organized these a little bit better. If you can see, I put green bands there. We have purple here. Made little tags on this side. One over here. And then down here, we have thick and thin. So, the Dolomar mats need to be unrolled and mopped and then dried out and then rolled back up. This needs to sit back in the corner. Again, we did medium boxes there, small boxes here, and then the large boxes all the way across. The wall balls, the 14s go on the bottom, the 20s go on top. They need to stay in that order. We have a couple tins on the bottom too, and that's fine. The coach's station is a little bit of a mess. We still have some whiteboards that are written on that need to get erased and put in the back or slid down beside a box if they want to stay here. Just make sure the ab mats have been wiped off. Tidy up the mess. That's all I can say about that. And we don't need a gazillion pins here, so we have a little pin holder, keep them there. And I think that's it. Thanks, guys.